Hey guys, this is Balu from Balu Prem, and today in this video I will show how we can project our image or logo onto multiple scattered objects in Blender easily. So hope you guys will find this tutorial useful. So without any further ado, let's start today's video. So here I'm using Blender 3.5.1. Nice. So first of all, let's clear this default scene by pressing A on the keyboard and delete. Now let's start this by using UV sphere. So go to this add mesh, select UV sphere. Okay. Now right click and shade smooth, and let's place this UV sphere here. Now we want to have the multiple objects of UV sphere. So instead of duplicating and placing them manually, we can use a modifier. So select the object, come to this modifier options, add modifier and add array modifier. So here count I will make this as 4, and spacing you can see this is x-axis, right? So spacing I will give this to 1.1. So now let's duplicate the modifier. So go to this drop down and duplicate it, scroll down. Here we want these objects to be in y-axis now, so change this x-axis to 0 and y-axis to 1.1. so now we got the 4 objects in y-axis. Now again duplicate the modifier once again, so drop down, duplicate it and expand here. Now make this y0 and make this z 1.1. So in z-axis we can increase the count, so I will increase the count to like 70. Okay, so that we got these many objects here. Now after that apply the modifiers, so simply apply all the modifiers here. So here we got our spheres, right? So now we want them to be separated. This is a single mesh, we want this UV sphere to be individual. So for that select the object, change this to edit mode, press A to select all the meshes or all the vertex. Now press P and select by loose parts. So now we can separate, or we can see we got our sphere separated, but here the origin point is not at the center. So if I select this sphere, origin point is here. If I select this sphere, the origin point is here. So for simulations or for any kind of thing, we want the origin point to be at the center of that respective object. So let's fix that. So press A to select all the objects once again, click on this and change this to individual origins. Now go to this object, set origin to geometry. Now each and every UV sphere is separate and will have the origin point at the center or pivot point at the center. Nice. So let's apply rigid body physics. So click, select this sphere, come to this physics property, add rigid body. So type, let it be active, and shape change it to sphere. Since this is sphere, I have changed this to sphere, or else you can use this mesh option also. So now if I play this, you can see the UV sphere is falling down. Now we need to add this property to rest of the objects. So we can do in a single click. So for that, first we need to select all the UV spheres. So press A on the keyboard to select all the UV spheres. Now hold shift key and finally select the UV sphere for which we have applied the rigid body property. After that go to this object, rigid body, copy from active. Now each and every object will have that rigid body property. So if I select this, it got that rigid property, and if I play this, all the spheres will be falling down. Nice. So now let's add a ground plane so that we can avoid this fall off. So go to this add mesh, select a plane here, press S and increase the scaling like this. So here I will increase the scaling in x-axis, so S, X, and increase the scaling in x-axis. So I think as what? I think this much is fine. Now select this plane, come to this physics property, add rigid body and change it to passive. Now if I play this, you can see all the spheres are colliding with this plane, but these planes will fall down as we have not set any boundary here. So let's do that first. So for that, let's select the plane, press tab key for edit mode, Ctrl R and add loop cut. So here I will add 12 loop cuts. So at this portion you can see the number of cuts I am adding. So again Ctrl R and add 12 loop cuts. Okay. Now press 7 for top view. Let's select these edges here. So change this to face mode. Select this last faces, hold shift key, select these faces. select these and select these. Okay, now press E and extrude them upward. So I think this much is fine. Now again press tab to exit this edit mode. Now let's bring it here so that, okay, so let's place this here first. Now if I play this, the spears are not falling inside this hole. So for that we need to change the shape option. So select the object, change the shape to mesh. So if I play this once again, all the spears will be falling down and they are colliding with the object here, which is our bounding box. Okay, first let's see whether these spears will fill all of this container properly. And by the way, I will change the time frame to 500, and we need to have this simulation for 500 frames also. This is only for time length. Okay, for simulation we have to come to the scene properties, rigid body world, drop down, come to this catchy and change this to 500. So this is simulation time frame. So I think this will fill properly. Now we need to add some UV spears once again. So I will add some more spears here. So I will select these UV spears once again, press 1 and let me select these spears, Shift D, Z, and I will place them here once again. Okay, so now after that I think these many spears are enough. Now I will make the simulation. So select the UV spear and click on this bake button. So this may take time depending upon the number of objects we have added. So here the bake is done, and if I play this now, you can see all these UV spears are spreading properly and evenly in this box. So now we need to frame where these objects or all the objects get settled. So I think, yeah, at this frame. So now let's move on to this material viewport. Select any of the spear here. So I will select this spear here, move on to the shading tab, and here is that spear. Let's add a new material. So come to this new material options, add new material. So we'll get this principal BSDF. Now select this principal BSDF and press Ctrl plus T for Node Wrangler. And by the way, if you are not enabled Node Wrangler, go to this Edit, Preferences, Add-ons, and look for Node, N-O-D-E, and enable this Node Wrangler option and save those preferences and close. After that, select this principal BSDF and press Ctrl plus T. Now we got this black material applied, and we got an option to apply any image or logo. So here I will apply a image which I got from Google. So you can use your logo. So let me select that one, open, and here I am using this Phoenix, open image. So now we need to have this material or this image on rest of the UV spears also. So we can do that easily. So let's move on to this layout. So first I will hide out this box. So select that one, press H to hide it out. Now press A, or else you can box select every objects, all the objects here, and hold Shift key and select the active one. That means which we have applied the image texture at first. Select that one. Now press Ctrl plus L and select this link material option. So here we got that image or logo on all the UV spears, but here we want our image or logo to be spread evenly to form a single image or single logo that is visible while these UV spears are spreading continuously. So for that, let's press A on the keyboard. We need to be in top view while doing this. So press 7 for top view. Now press tab key for edit mode, so that all the UV spears will be in edit mode. Press A to select all the vertex. Now press U and select this project from view option. That's it. Now again press tab key to exit this edit mode. And now you can see we got our image spread evenly as a single image. So now we can arrange this properly. So for that we need to move on to this UV editing tab. Just click on this UV editing tab. So here we need to select all the UV spears. So again box select. all the spheres, press tab key for edit mode and A to select all the vertex. Now here scroll down, here also we need to select this, press A to select all the vertex. Now G and move these spheres where you want the logo to be appear. Okay, so if you want to increase the scaling, you can do that. So press S and increase the scaling. So I will increase the scaling here. So I think this much is fine. And G, and let me arrange it properly. Okay, now let's move on to this layout once again. Just click on this layout, and here you can see we got our image. So if I click here, you can see we got the image properly aligned. So let's bring back the box. So Alt H, and for this also I will apply some wood texture later. So now you can see, or else let's place this here aside, or else let's apply material now only. So select this box, come to this, add new material, and I will change this to brown color repeat. Okay, so after that come to this render viewport. So currently scene is looking dark because there is no light in the scene. So come to this world properties, click on this yellow icon, add environment texture. So from here we can use HDRA. So I will select any HDRA. So here I use this HDRA, open image. Now come to this properties once again, enable ambient occlusion, give it a value of 10 would be fine, or else let's change this to 6. Enable screen space reflections, refractions, and if you don't want to have the transparent background of HDRA, come to this film option and enable this transparent option. So first I will save the project. So Ctrl S and logo on UV. Okay, nice. So now if I play this, we will have our image or logo getting visible while these particles were spreading out. Nice. Here you can see we got our logo. So this is visible properly in top view. So in this way we can create or reveal our logos or images in Blender easily using rigid body physics. So hope you guys have learned something new from this tutorial. If you have learned anything new, please like, share and subscribe my channel to support me. So we'll meet in the next video. Until then, signing off. Take care. Bye.